All right, Summit Arena. We are now into the group stage rounds where we usually have a little bit of stiffer competition. Group stage 1, though, is still usually a walkthrough. I figured I would still record these videos or these battles so that you guys can kind of get a sense of my thought processes when it comes to PvP. So Summit Arena, I'm not going to go over the setup. Everyone should know how the mechanics work of this game mode by now. Recommended heroes are the boosted heroes, which get 30% HP attack and defense, is Barog, Wamagon, and Jaina, all who are going to definitely benefit from those, especially Barog, who gets a benefit from both the HP and the attack. So, but I don't know enough about vanguards to feel comfortable pitting them against things that are other than like assassins or something. So let's pop in. Let's see who we are running. You see I changed my avatar to Jaina because, like I said, in my deep dive video of her, I really like her look. Not going to mention her undergarments in this video, although I guess I just did. So let's look at the competition. I am 13.8 million combat power between my 3 teams that I have set on defense. And it looks like the next highest is on this bracket is 10.6. So I'm definitely punching down on all of them. Keep that in mind as we go through this. This isn't going to be the greatest and the best showcase of even PvP, but at least you guys can get a sense. So we usually start at the bottom, or I usually start at the bottom and work my way up. So we're looking at Skylaron from NA 31. So I'm on NA 28. How many people are in an older server? Just one in an older server. So let's go. Okay, so what's he running? So he's running, and we got to switch this out. This is my old team. So yeah, so it always reloads your previous Summit Arena teams. So now we're actually, since it's we're gonna do some testing in this one. We're actually gonna give Vagueness a shot. So let's just double check. Tanks are correct. Although my prototype, I want to put on my giant hammer, and I like Wami up front. Let the tanky tanks up front. Vagueness with Miranda, everyone blah 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 blah. Yes, correct commanders. That's the correct prototypes. And then yeah, summoners with I could use Rez with that Nord team, but I figured I'll actually you know what. Not one, since we're not, oh wait, we are running a tank team. I was gonna say I was gonna use Wamagon, but we'll use the energy tank. Okay. So what do we got on the enemies? So there's summoners. So we're gonna run energy into summoners, because energy is the hard counter to summoners. Do I want a different middle prototype? Yes, we will run this for stats. There we go. And oh, gotta switch this to Flowing Rune. Jaina likes Flowing Rune. So we're going to run energy into summoners, and then he's got an energy team. And then assassins with Leo. So we are going to actually swap it up. We're going to put tanks here against assassins Leo, and we're going to go summoners into energy, which, like I just said, energy is the natural counter, but he does not have a Miranda, and he's running Ravenna in the back line, which isn't going to be able to hit my summoners, so we should be just fine. Okay. Let's do it up. Leave it on 2x speed. So I mainly want to watch Vagueness to see how he handles himself. You see Anpu just punched him back, but shouldn't really make a difference. Yeah, no, didn't make a difference. So then summoners versus his energy, again without Miranda, it's only really a half-built energy team in my opinion. Yeah, Nord dead. Yeah, Luke's gonna tickle me. And we're over. Okay, so tanks. Yeah, his assassins are gonna go in the back line. I got 2 healers in the back line though, so I'm not too worried about what Bailey can do. He's just going to waste time going against my Serena. And then everyone up front against my tanks is just getting ground and pound, melted into oblivion. And now Bailey's dead. And now Maz goes down. Bada boom. Okay. So first one in the books. GG, man. GG. All right. Next highest is, looks like 8.6. So he's trying to run full assassins. Really wonky prototypes. And there's a Vanguard team, which we're going to run the tank directly into. So that is a hodgepodge summoner / Nord. So we're going to send energy into them. And then summoners versus assassins is GG. Good job. Lights out. Okay, yeah, everyone's dying as expected. All of the assassins are going to waste all of their attacks on summoned creatures and not my summoners. Assassins, if built right, will be a good counter to summoners, but you really got to put a lot of investment into an assassin team to make that work. And then here's tanks versus vanguards. This is no contest. Tanks, even the new Vanguard team, tanks still just chew. Tanks are a hard counter to Vanguards. They just stop them cold. See, Leo tried to spin into them, and then, yeah, no, not happening. Also keep in mind, though, that this is 13 point whatever million punched down to 8.6. Okay, Vagueness. What I'm watching in these fights is I'm really watching what Vagueness does. So I'm probably going to lose my Miranda, which is fine. She's done everything she needs to do. She's given out the injections. And then the rest of my team is going to do everything else. See right there, boom, Jaina, just nuke, dead. That double nuke at that point in the fight is just so good with Jaina. And she gets just so much benefits from being on the energy team. All right, 9.1. We're going to get aces, 694. Okay, so summoners. So we're going to run summoners into, or energy into summoners. And then this is it is an energy team, but he's running the wrong commander. And then he's got tanks. So summoners can counter tanks, but we're gonna switch this up. We're gonna go tanks into tanks, and then summoners into energy. The reason why, again, no Miranda, right? Without Miranda, the energy team is effectively not a good energy team. She really is the difference maker right there. If you don't have her, don't run an energy team. Use your Nord somewhere else, right? Run a Vanguard team with Nord if need be, because without Miranda and without Grace, it's no, just no. So, but he's probably using what he has, or he doesn't know. You know, a lot of people don't watch YouTube videos and stuff, don't care. All right, so Vagueness, I might have to, if I'm going to start using Vagueness on the energy team, I might have to build them differently. Right now, he's in his tank setup, so he's in all Hawkeye. Okay, so summoners versus his energy. Yeah, Ravenna is doing her job. She's clearing out my summons. But then as soon as I get Leo in the back line of them, it kind of just like neuters what their Nord is gonna do, because their Nord's gonna stick to the up front in his half, and he's not gonna come anywhere near my summoners. And yeah, but and then tanks versus tanks. I got the Titan's hammer. He doesn't. He's running Miranda on a tank team, which is completely nonsensical. Why he wouldn't, if he has Miranda, why he's not running her on that energy team, I have no clue. And as it usually comes down to, it's going to be Zeta versus everyone else. Zeta's going to have a cheat death, so I'm going to have to kill her twice, which is going to be annoying. But now she's dead. I guess I already killed her twice. Bada boom. Okay, next up, 9.5, Marco. So that is an energy team. All right. And then he's got a hodgepodge summoner team and tanks. So we're gonna do the same thing. Not gonna be very flashy, but we're gonna mirror his tanks. Summoners versus he's running a summoner commander, so it's effectively a summoner team. My team's going to be better since it has Rez paired with Ampu. It should keep his, although we'll see what happens, who Barog pulls back. But this should be fine. And then energy versus energy. We'll see which energy team is better. He is running Ravenna backline, which will trigger Grace, but she's not going to hit my, she's going to hit basically Vagnus in the backline. So let's see. Let's see. I'm basically mirror matches. Just his teams are tweaked a little bit different. So there we go. Shields up. Like her Ravenna's not even hitting my. Oh, might lose Miranda. Yeah, we lost Miranda, but that's okay. We can basically lose the whole team and just have Jaina and Luke back there to finish everything off. There's his Luke. His Luke just killed my... Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Interesting. So, showcases... And he beat me. Okay, well, that showcases why Rez is better. Good deal. Good job, bud. Alright, so this is a Barog Leo summoner team versus my summoner team. And I think I might have to pull, if that's how that's going to go, I'm going to have to pull Rez off of the summoner team and pair him with Nord on that frontline energy team. Vagnus isn't really doing anything for that team but being a meat shield. Bada boom. I'll probably just slot in a healer into Rez's spot on the summoner team. In fact, let's do that now on the next one. So 10 million. Okay, so we're going to pull you off. We're going to pull you off. So then we're going to throw a support in here. I do have Maz. That is good. Which means we'll run Flashpoint. And then we're going to move you up here. And we're going to put Rez beside you. There we go. Better. Thank you. And this is where you want to tweak your teams. Is definitely group stage 1. Okay, so he's got a summoner team, which means energy. He's got a Vanguard team, which means tanks. And then he's got an energy team, but no Miranda, so we're going to run summoners. Okay. All right. Send it. My summoner team now is a little bit gimped, though, now, because I don't have Rez. Alright, so this is going... Yeah, exactly how I thought it was going to go. Okay, tanks into Vanguard. This is going to be the ground and pound special. As soon as my Panda goes off, they're dead. So, keep in mind, too, my Panda... For PvP for Summit, I do run my Panda in the light gap set. Still decent accuracy, not as good as my full Hawkeye set, but the light gap, you need to get that nuclear magnetic shockwave ability. You need his ultimate to get off really, really quick. I don't know where they were running there. So I do have him in light gap, and then Dan in the light gap as well. Some people throw Ampu in the light gap, but I like my Ampu in a surge set much better, just for his damage. Okay, so what's going on here? Leo is just kind of just stopped. But now he's in the back line where he can wreak all the havoc. He has used his cheat life already, though, but he is still in his immunity phase. So Nord, you see how Nord got turned around and he went backwards to hit Leo? That's why Leo can really disrupt the energy team. You're kind of dependent on them all facing forward. If they all turn around and let all of my summons come in on them, then things kind of go hairy. Alright, that worked. And Maz with summoners is decent. It's just you don't really need a healer on a summoner team based on the fact that they have so much self-heals with a high-level Ring of Greed, which is the middle slot prototype. Okay, 10.1. Okay, 10.1. So what do we got here? This is summoners, but with Panda. Okay, so we're going to leave energy going into summoners. I'm interested to see how Panda is going to affect my guys, but I think he's just, without other tanks, he's just basically a meat shield. And then this is energy with Miranda and Luke in the back and Wamagon. Okay, that's interesting. And then this is assassins, and it's basically a Vanguard team, Except, you'll note, ladies and gentlemen, he does not have 3 Vanguard, so he is not triggering the Vanguard PvP bonus. So I don't know how tanks are going to perform against energy. It looks like a really good team. Miranda is hyper 120. Nord's hyper 120. Wamagon's in there doing his things. I'm almost tempted to run. I could run my tanks into either. But since I don't have res... Oh, no. Yeah, no. Tanks into energy or mirror energy, and tanks into summons can go sideways, especially if they just get stun locked. So we're gonna leave it like this. We're gonna leave energy into summoners because that's a guaranteed. Summoners into Vanguard Assassin is a guaranteed. It's really just this tank. We'll see how the tanks hold up to Nord, but I do have double healers, so we'll see. Let's run it. So this should be a no-brainer. I'm just curious to see what Nord or Panda for him brings to the table. So, oh god, oh that Luke bomb. Oh there, okay, it's over. That Luke bomb to the back, and here comes another one. Oof, oof. Oh, Lukey boy, yeah, that is the hard counter. Okay, so here's the interesting one: tanks versus energy. So the tanks will have a lot of sustain because I got 2 healers. This is where Bota comes in handy. And you see they are staying alive really well. And in fact, Nord's dead. And I'm far enough back. Yeah, okay, that worked well. Tanks into energy. Okay. And that was a decent energy team too. Oh, their Luke just tickled my healers in the back row. Bye. Okay. And then summoners into Assassin's Vanguard, no contest. No contest. As soon as... the only thing is Ampu will take a lot longer to ramp up. So this is probably where, if I'm going to leave res on my energy team, it's probably going to behoove me to actually switch my Ampu into a light gap set. Don't need it with res. I think I do need it without res. So I will make that switch off screen for group stage 2. I'm not going to make that switch now because I really don't think I need it. Okay, so this is Vanguard Assassins, but now he actually has 3 Vanguards, so he's going to trigger the Vanguard PvP bonus. So we're going to throw you into you. Actually, you know, since it is Vanguards versus Summoners, I am going to make that switch right now, just so you can see the difference. The only thing is losing a lot of damage switching him out. And I recommend that you guys all have gear loadouts built as well. Ampu PvP. You see my damage? Doesn't drop a whole lot. 28,000 attack to 26,000 attack. But I'm missing out on all of the AoE damage he does on his ultimate, as well as the AoE damage from summons when they explode. It is a significant damage step down, and I've got a video out highlighting that. Why Surge is better than All Hero or a Light Gap. Okay, so we're going to put the revamped Summoner team up top into Vanguards, and then he's got Summoners, which means energy. And then he's got energy, and we're going to see how... Okay, he doesn't have Miranda, so it's not going to be a contest. All right. So Summoners in Vanguards, you'll see a significant difference now. Ampu's going to... As soon as Ampu gets that first ultimate off, then it's done. Rickert just wasting, and boom. And back up. My Leo keeping their Leo distracted. Big old heal. And nuke. Ampu nuke. And dead. I do feel the lack of res on that team though, but I think res here is much more important. You know, res for his offensive capabilities is excellent. And Ampu nuke, and they're dead. But is his ability to disrupt with his energy removal of the enemy team is really what makes him a key character on any PvP team. Just his ability to disrupt and hypercharge. Okay, let's see how this is going. My Panda hasn't got his ultimate off yet, and my Panda's dead, so this isn't going to go well. So without Panda, the team falls apart. I was getting some success using Vanguards against energy, and I think I'm going to have to test it more for Group Stage 2. You know, they're holding up, but they're just focused on Nord, like, not getting into the backline at all. Total loss. So I've lost 2 matches or matchups, but didn't lose any rounds. So we'll see how that suits me. Okay, get going. All right, well, maybe I'm still gonna win this. You know, Wamagon, the power of Wamagon. He's not even touching his Luke. Oh yeah, I'm still gonna win this. Well, this is the Wamagon highlight reel. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right, that was a 1-minute fight, though. Okay, so that is Group Stage 1. If we look at rankings, out of 7 fights, I only won 20 matchups. I lost the 1, which was what, energy versus tanks, I do believe. No one else has gone yet. Balls in their court. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed this high level PvP. Although keep in mind, it was basically me punching down the entire time. So group stage match 2 or round 2 is when we really start to get tested. So catch you in the next one, guys. Later. Cheers. Peace. Bye bye.